Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BeeSparrow, BuzzzTweet Talk Radio. How y'all doing today? I hope you guys are doing fine. As for me, I'm doing great. Thankful to be amongst the living. All praises to the Most High Yah. If you're within the sound of my voice, I'm thankful that He woke y'all up this morning too. Hey Jules, co-host from the other room.
How you doing?
I'm great. How you doing today?
You in the other room.
I'm in the other room. That's right.
You the host from the other room.
The
today.
host from the other room. Oh, I was getting ready to grab some of your chips, but I can't right now.
Well,
You about to kill them anyway. Go
yeah,
ahead. Go ahead.
end.
Go ahead. But
The end is near.
you know, I keep telling y'all every day that y'all better watch y'all children. That just don't mean watch them while they in front of you. You have to watch them while they're on the internet. You just got to keep an eye on your children at all time. If you have parental control on your computer, by all means, put parental controls on your computer if you have a child in your house. There's a TV correspondent that's accused of asking a child for naked photos, y'all. You hear me? A full-grown man.
Supposed to be role model.
Supposed to be a role model. He is asking a child for naked photos, according to Yahoo News. We're going to talk about it, y'all, but y'all know what I got to do. I got to go and fetch my article, and I'm going to be right back in a minute. Okay? Okay.
What is up, y'all? You're listening to BeeSparrow on BuzzzTweet Talk Radio.
BuzzTweet Talk Radio do not own copyright for this copyrighted material, but under Section 107 United States Copyright Office, Copyright Act 1976, this video, the music and content it contains is for education and or entertainment purposes only.
All right, I know people have been sitting there, but I gotta bring this queen up here. BeeSparrow. BeeSparrow. I was keeping my eye on that sparrow sitting over there with me. Come on here. What's up, BeeSparrow?
I can't call it, y'all. What's up? I can't call it. I don't know what's going on in this world today, but honey, when it comes to a full-grown man asking a child for naked photos, it's time to get busy. According to Yahoo News, newsyahoo.com, the text messages between the 9-year-old girl and the man old enough to be her grandfather were at minimum unnerving.
Granddaddy.
Grandfather, grandpappy. He old enough to be the grandpappy. 9 years old. What is a 9-year-old little body gonna do anyway?
Evidently something for him.
I'm wondering, did he know she was 9 years old? So, this article goes on to say, I have always been good, special friends, and you feel safe with me, so I will protect you and get you something. They could maybe make you a star if you are willing to take some risk. Dr. Bruce Hensel, then 72, wrote to a young child he had promised to cast in a movie. Right. Hensel, who had long served as NBC's chief on-air medical correspondent in New York and Los Angeles, repeatedly texted the child from March to August of 2019. At some points, asking her for photos that were sexy and private, according to records submitted to the California Medical Board earlier this year. Eventually, Hensel told the girl to take pictures in underwear or less to secure her place in the movie, according to the medical board records. That same night, the 9-year-old child took several nude photos for the NBC star, according to these records. Hensel was arrested in November of 2019 on suspicion of communicating with a minor for a sexual purpose and faces up to 18 months in prison if convicted.
That's all.
18 months.
That's a year and 6 months?
Wow.
Probably get off.
Not even 2 years.
Probably get off with good behavior. Gonna do it 8 months.
If that. Wow. In the years since, Hensel has sought a plea deal that would allow him to avoid registering as a sex offender.
Plea deals already?
Yep.
I don't think sex offenders should be granted a plea deal or granted opportunity to be taken off the sex registration thing.
Well, this plea deal allowed him to avoid registering as a sex offender.
So that means he can do it again.
Oh, he's going to do it again.
I mean, when I say do it again, I mean that means he can move in the community with a lot of kids and won't have to worry about being watched or anything.
This article goes on to say, and he's picked up an unlikely ally in that bid, former Los Angeles County District Attorney Steve Cooley, who over the last year has emerged as one of the best or one of the leading voices in the movement to recall current District Attorney George Coscon. The recall movement, which now seems to have a chance to collect enough signatures to force Coscon into a recall election, has largely been animated by the idea that the district attorney's policies are harmful to crime victims. Cooley's decision to work with a defendant accused of a sex crime involving a child has angered many prosecutors and recall supporters who say his actions are hypocritical. Here he is fighting for this recall, fighting for victims, and then he does this. We have issues with that, one recall backer said. Cooley confirmed he was hired by Hensel's defense team to consult on a district attorney's office policy he previously authored about the collateral consequences of sentencing decisions, which, if applied in Hensel's case, would have affected whether the doctor had to register as a sex offender. Hensel was arrested after the girl's stepfather discovered some of their text messages and alerted police in 2019, according to court records. He remains out on custody, waiting trial. His license to practice medicine was suspended when the charges were filed. Cooley also took part in a meeting with prosecutors to discuss a plea deal that would see Hensel avoid registering as a sex offender, according to 3 people with direct knowledge of the situation. The people spoke on the condition of anonymity for fear of retaliation from Cooley or because they were not authorized to discuss the case with the media. Cooley was hired only to consult on the policy he wrote. It instructs prosecutors to consider a wide range of impacts a sentence could have on a defendant. In Hensel's case, registering as a sex offender could bar him from practicing medicine or teaching for the rest of his life, according to his attorney, Leonard Levine.
That's what he needs.
That's what he needs. Messing with 9-year-old babies. The meeting Cooley took part in happened in August of 2021, long after Cooley became involved in the recall process, according to 2 of the sources. Prosecutors ultimately rejected the proposed plea, those sources said. Oh my goodness. This article kind of long. I'm going to take a break. I need a breather. She going to take a break right quick. She'll be right back. It's going to be a quick break. Okay? Okay. All right, y'all. I'm back, and I'm black, honey. Yes. So, we're talking about this doctor that asked a young 9-year-old girl to send him pictures. I keep telling y'all need to watch y'all children. Watch your children. Cooley said there was nothing hypocritical about this decision to work with Hensel, though Cooley has engaged in consulting work for defendants prosecuted by the district attorney's office in recent years. Normally, those defendants have been accused of public corruption or financial crimes. Y'all, our children are being attacked, and the internet is helping. The internet is helping. Mm-hmm. It's opening up so many portals for our children to go into. This article goes on to say it's not hypocritical and nothing is inconsistent. Advocating for justice is a certain factual situation and what defense attorneys do, said Cooley, adding that the case has been made to remove Gascon from office. Cooley declined to elaborate on his role in the Hensel case, citing attorney-client privilege. He later emailed a Times reporter requesting the identity of the sources quoted in this story. Jamara Hayner. I don't know. It looked like that to me. I don't know how you pronounce it, but it looked like Jamara Hayner. So Jamara Hayner, who is managing Gascon's anti-recall campaign, said Cooley's decision to aid someone accused of a sex crime involving a child called into question his claims to be a crusader for crime victims.
If it look like a cat, sound like a cat, it ain't no dog.
Okay. Mr. Cooley's opinion on who deserves punishment and who deserves protection seems to oscillate conveniently based on political opportunity and what one can only assume are staggering consultant fees. Now I gotta see if I'm pronouncing this word right. Oscillate. It means to move or swing back and forth in a regular speed. Oscillate. Okay. So let me go back and read that since I know the definition now. Mr. Cooley's opinion on who deserves punishment and who deserves protection seems to oscillate conveniently based on political opportunity and what one can only assume are staggering consulting fees, she said. Cooley is one of several current and former prosecutors rumored to be considering a run to replace Gascon if the latest recall attempt qualifies for the ballot. As of June 15th, the recall campaign said it had collected approximately 567 signatures, the minimum it needs to submit to the LA County Registrar by July 6th to trigger a recall election. The campaign probably needs to collect more than 700,000 signatures to actually qualify, as a percentage of signatures will probably be qualified during the country's or the county's verification process.
They either need that or Donald Trump one. We'll give you a recall or an insurrection one.
Eventually, the girl sent several nude photos, according to the medical board. That same night, the girl's stepfather discovered the text message thread, and Hensel immediately asked the girl to delete all messages. Levine, the defense attorney, said a forensic analyst of both Hensel's and the girl's phones confirmed his client never actually received any naked pictures. He also insisted the girl did not actually send a nude photo. The medical board did not immediately respond to a request for comment on Levine's claims. In a court filing opposing the medical board's decision to suspend Hensel's license In 2020, Levine said Hensel knew the victim because her mother had discussed financing a movie he was co-producing. Only when the financial negotiations fell through did the okay. Only only when the financial negotiations fell through did the defendant's inappropriate texting begin, Levine wrote. But to characterize that as exploiting the victim for over a year for the purpose of sex is simply inaccurate. In the filing, Levine also sought to downplay the danger posed by Hensel's actions. What? If the defendant indeed wanted a physical relationship with the victim, he could have easily arranged for acting lessons at any time or for her to be in the movie.
That was probably his next move.
That probably was his next move. Cooley did not respond to a question about whether he knew of the full extent of the text messages before getting involved with the case. Hensel's trial was scheduled to begin in late May, but it's been delayed until August, said a spokesman for the district attorney's office. In response to questions from the Times, an NBC spokeswoman referred to Hensel as a former employee. She declined to say if Hensel was fired or resigned or when the doctor's employment at NBC ended.
They found out about it.
Lord, I'm telling y'all better watch y'all young'uns. Now, I don't know whether he's denying it or what, but he sent photos or asked a 9-year-old child to send him photos. And the article did confirm that it was a female child, but not that it matters because it's a child nonetheless, 9 years old. A full-grown man asking, old enough to be her great-grandfather, nigga 70. Well, he was 70 when it happened, so we don't know how old he is now.
Granddaddy.
Asking a 9-year-old child
Nowadays, you 29 old enough to be somebody's great-granddaddy.
for some nude pictures. Y'all better watch y'all babies. You heard me. Watch your babies. So let me know what y'all think about this. Like, comment, subscribe. Not just to my YouTube channel, but come on over here to my podcast on Spreaker.com. BuzzzTweet Talk Radio. Follow me there. And in return, I'll do the same. It's your girl, BeeSparrow. BuzzzTweet Talk Radio. Holla at y'all, girl. Okay? Okay.
BuzzTweet Radio.